Do you play Rocket League like this? Or this? Good, because you're unlucky, poor soul. Yo, what's up guys? Booma here. Welcome back to the Boombots channel. Today on my stream, when I was in game, I was just talking through my thought process. I was saying some shit out loud. Someone in my chat asked me what the difference between an outplay and a slow play is. So, to do this question justice, I'm starting a Rocket League series I like to call Expanding Your Rocket League Game Sense. I plan to do more of these coaching type videos in the future. So yeah, let's go. Alright, just a little side note before we hop into this video. I'd like to say, no, I am not a flakes of a player who's going to climb to SSL in a Scarab. No, I'm not a consistent 2K Elo nutter either. And yes, I've only been SSL one time in threes, but I have played this game for 7,000 hours now, and I hang around Grand Champ 3. And these videos are based off my experiences playing against and with some of the best pros in the game. So if you don't want to listen to this type of advice, feel free to click away. But if you're here to learn, then let's get into this shit. Alright, so for today's video, I pulled a few clips from quite a few games that I played recently. They're a mix of GC3, GC2, and I'll be honest, a little bit of C3 from me playing with my IRL buddy. But the whole point of this video is to give some good examples of what an outplay is, what it looks like, what I'm looking at and paying attention to on the field, and preparing and anticipating how to beat multiple players at a time. Alright, so clip number 1 starts in a threes game with an attacker trying to air dribble towards our net. I go quick, I end up beating 2 because his teammate has RT syndrome, and now we're on the counter attack. I have no reason to slow play it here. Or take... Okay, so some things to note, right? First of all, I've hit the ball too far and off target, so in my head, my job is to either get it middle with pace, to not give their third man a chance to save it, or for a teammate to score it, or I could try to score it myself. Since I'm selfish, I decided to go solo, and I noticed this guy. He's got his trail, so he's going supersonic. He's going to go up the backboard quick, and he's going to try to dunk me immediately. So I get a nice light touch to myself, nice controlled light touch, and then I anticipate his 50. So I get above the ball, and I pull up on my stick so that my car faces downwards, so when he hits the ball up into me, it goes straight down, and then all I gotta do is turn my car around. Boom. Easy. Nice and quick. Alright, so clip number 2, same game. They end up scoring on us, tied game, whatever. This is right off the kickoff, right? So as soon as this comes to me, I'm not thinking of hitting this to the backboard. It's too predictable. Plus, the guy on the other side would most likely get to it before I did if I went for just a straight up double. And I can see that Chipsy over here to the left is boosting towards me. He's trying to beat me to this ball even though he's a fucking mile away from it. And Justice can't really stay in front of it. It's rolling away from him. He has no boost after the kickoff. So I decide to hit it above Chipsy and off the corner. And then I just go for a double because the guy in net doesn't have time to get set because I do it so quick. Alright, third clip is from a 2v2 game. It is a GC2 2v2 game. It starts off with this guy trying to go for a flip reset on me. He got way too low to the ground, so I know all I gotta do is hit it off of his fucking car. So once I get this touch, I already know, I could see before, if we go back a frame or two, his teammate's probably looking to follow up whatever the outcome of this play is. So I know that if I can just beat him quick and get a touch that he's not expecting, it'll just be free. And you know what the funny thing is about this clip is it's not even a good shot. If he had just been a little bit more patient, he probably could have got that. Like, he probably would have had a free ball. But instead, he ends up pushing up, expecting me not to get the touch, not giving me the respect that I can get that touch, and it ends up just rolling into his fucking net. Alright, on to the fourth clip, another 2v2 GC2 game. My teammate almost gets scored on the goal line here. And I know this guy, his teammate is in my blind spot. I can't really see him, but I can hear him. So I know that this ball is spilling out, and I probably have a low chance of beating him if this guy to my left is already supersonic. I still have to speed up. I don't have a lot of boost. So I try to go for a Cuxer pinch. And he actually ends up getting closer to the ball than I think he does. He ends up getting a speed flip off before, but because I've already jumped, I've already beaten him to this ball. So all I gotta do is put on target. It's a pretty easy one, but it's simple. And I wish... Alright, so for the 5th clip, another 2v2 game. This one, I'm very proud of myself for doing this. It was probably the most efficient way I could have finished the ball. But, so first off, I see that my teammate is going to have the save for free, and Mr. No Case Ace is full committed into our corner over there. So, Def Not Vibing over here to my left has one of two options. He can either try to turn and keep the pressure, or he can go back. He decides to stay, so I end up turning around and I cheat up for a pass. Def Not Vibing does not respect that my teammate's name is Flixer, and of course he's going to get it over him, which he does. And so now I know I have the 1v1. So I'm going to isolate the 1v1 with No Case Ace. He is full committed in our other corner. So what I'm going to do is I could try to rush the shot here, but I didn't trust myself. This was like one of my first games on, so I'm not shooting open nets, bro. Hell nah. And so I end up jumping here, and I try to get a controlled touch that I can follow up again. I end up realizing that I'm going too fast already, so I turn my car upside down, I get a reset, and I use that to recover and keep my momentum. And now, let me go back, sorry. Now I realize No Case Ace might make it back in time, but the thing that's going for me and is in my advantage is that he's going in way too fast. He is busting ass back to net. And so if I just shoot this across at the far angle, it'll be a lot harder for him to slow down in time and, correct his car and save the ball. So I end up just getting around the ball and I shoot far side. He ends up backflipping. Easy goal. Alright, so for the 6th clip, another 2v2 game, I believe. The ball was hit all the way to our back corner. So I chase it down and I'm going to take it up off the backboard. Right now, I'm blind. I don't see where any of the defenders are. I don't know if anybody's up. So this was kind of dumb of me to do. Luckily, nobody's up here. So I end up getting a nice little touch to myself. I see that none of them are going to challenge me, so I have all the time in the world to do what I want. So I end up going for an air dribble. I get a nice little touch, and then I line up for a reset. So I know from where I'm at on the field and how much boost I have, I'm probably going to need quite the reset to get this by them. So what I do is I end up going a little bit sideways so that I can get a nice little scoop around the ball. And then I end up just throwing it over the net. And because it's so quick, Mr. Paint did not have time to get back. Alright, and the final and 7th clip is again a 2v2 game. So we have both of the opponents in our corner. One of them is trying to go for a demo, while the other one harasses my buddy. And so, because I seen what he just did, he just bumped my teammate, I know he might try to stay and, park in front of this ball. So what I do is I wait, and as soon as I see him slow his momentum, and he goes to turn, I speed up, boom, outplayed, and now I have a 1v1. I'm isolating the 1v1 again. So what I'm looking at, I'm not looking at the ball, I'm not looking at anything, I'm just watching him. I'm watching what he does. So I fake jump to see just if he's going to turn. He fakes a turn, and now I know that I have a lot more time to set something up. So what I do is I just pop the ball up for myself, and I go for a bump. Now, if he had jumped, if he had, turned and jumped here, he probably would have dusted me, but he goes onto his goal line, which essentially is a throw right here. And so, again, I'm just aiming for him, and he still doesn't jump, which makes it a lot easier for me to just get in front and just tap him on the head. Free. Alrighty, guys. I just want to say apologies for the clip's quality. Next time I'll do this and I'll save them in replay so that I can give you guys better angles and better quality. But yeah, not sure how helpful this video was to any of you, but the whole premise was to get the point across of learning when to capitalize with an outplay rather than a slow play. I'm not saying you gotta play like a fucking speed demon and try to force every single play that, but use your opportunities efficiently and effectively when your opponents make mistakes. I know the clips I showed, you might be like, what if we aren't mechanical? Well, if that's the case, go watch Flakes, bro. You can still apply this concept in the most simplest form, and that's just hitting it around your opponents and getting them to outplay themselves. I just see so many people, especially in 3v3, try to slow play something, whether it be dribbling the ball toward the opposing team, slow driving it up the wall in the corner, parking under a challenge, which will be another topic for another video. But it just honestly kills the flow of the game and is usually 90% of the time detrimental to your team. Unless you're a fucking tank on your 50s or a fake or dribble god, you can manipulate 50s for your team. If that's the case, then I guess you do you, bruh. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, a like, share, sub would be greatly appreciated. Hit that noti bell to stay up to date when I post, and I'll catch you guys in the next one or on stream. Peace.